LaMantia, I always ask our guests to pick something in the Constitution to talk about. What would you choose today?
Well, not knowing that the Supreme Court was going to overturn Roe v. Wade today and steal all the thunder, I actually selected a local Illinois constitutional issue that affects taxpayers that have injury litigation cases. And it's being hotly debated in the state with some of the finest trial attorneys arguing on both sides. So it's an interesting statute.
Well, tell us what it is.
Yeah, well, back in July of 2021, our legislature made an amendment to an Illinois statute that from July 21st, July 1st of 2021 on, that statute would award victims that have personal injury cases prejudgment interest for the entire life of the case from the time it is filed until it is resolved, and if the plaintiff wins the case. So what that means to people that have personal injury cases is one of the biggest issues we face in Illinois is the defense attorneys used to use it as a strategy to not negotiate, not want to settle, which is their right. They can defend their case. But there was an inordinate amount of time, especially in Cook County. Cases were taking 4, 5, 6 years to get through the court system. So this prejudgment interest basically says put your cards on the table. If you got a winning hand, you have a right to defend it. But if you're just trying to delay this, we're going to award the plaintiffs prejudgment interest. That could be substantial. If you have a 6-figure case, you're an accountant also. You understand.
6 years later. That's
right.
That's always with taxes, right? When they start hitting you the penalties, and that's what really gets you. It's the time of the interest.
Yeah, so this statute sent shockwaves through the legal community and litigation community in Illinois. Defense bar started fighting it and filing motions, and it's been contested in the courts. Different circuits have upheld the statute, other ones have denied it. But recently, Judge Maris in Cook County, and everybody looks to Cook County, it's the biggest county. Judge Maris made a decision in May of this year to say that the statute is unconstitutional because the provision of providing damages to injured persons that they haven't earned from a jury is unconstitutional.
Can I interrupt you?
Sure.
When you say unconstitutional, are we talking about the United States Constitution or the state Constitution?
Actually, both. Actually,
Okay.
Because
Good
the
answer.
state constitutions do no state constitution can violate our U.S. Constitution, as we learned. So any of the constitutional provisions, the two areas of constitutional law that this brings into are a person's right to a jury trial. So meaning the defense have a right to say, I didn't do it. Why should I be paying prejudgment interest until case is heard by a jury? Also, the second area is due process, that you shouldn't be able to just tack on damages to somebody who hasn't been heard in court yet. So there are a couple different areas of the Constitution this affects locally in the state of Illinois. So now with Judge Maris' decision, it is going to go up to the state Supreme Court. And some of the best attorneys are on both sides fighting it, and it's going to be very interesting to see what comes down. It'll be wherever it lands, it will create a whole new different way to do cases.
It's interesting because of your background that you could kind of see it from both sides, isn't that right?
Yeah. Like I said, half my career has been defending lawsuits, personal injury lawsuits as well. I used to work for the Board of Education. I defended their lawsuits, worked in local government. So I've seen the effect of somebody filing what we think is a frivolous lawsuit, trying to cash in. I understand that side. Mm-hmm. But on the injured person side, I also, too, understand that the tactics the defense is used to basically hold the finish line.
I've seen a lot of that in that they kind of starve you out.
Yeah,
right? And
right.
The same thing with workers' comp is like they they fight it. And how you're going to go back to work or you're going to starve to death.
Well, there's also an economic incentive. Defense attorneys get paid by the hour. They bill. They're on the clock. So everything they do in a case is compensated. On our side, the plaintiff side, we take cases on contingency. So we're not paid till the end. So until we get the ball in the end zone, to use a football analogy or however analogy you want to say it, we don't get paid. So that's why we work. We provide our clients these free consultations.
This is our guest today is